The golden liquid has been flowing through human history for millennia, a quiet witness to civilizations rising and falling, its story pressed into the very DNA of Mediterranean cultures. Imagine the sun-baked hills of ancient Crete, where gnarled olive trees twist their silvery leaves toward the azure sky. A farmer, his hands calloused from generations of harvests, gently crushes a plump olive between his fingers, releasing a droplet of oil that glistens like liquid sunlight. This humble fruit, once trampled underfoot by Neolithic tribes discovering its magic, would become one of humanity's first processed foods, and arguably, its healthiest obsession. Olives hide their treasures well. Bitter and inedible straight from the tree, they require either brine or pressure to reveal their essence. The ancients discovered that through crushing and pressing, these unassuming fruits yielded an oil that could fuel lamps, anoint kings, and transform simple bread into a feast. But perhaps their greatest discovery lay in how this liquid gold made people feel. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, catalogued over 60 medicinal uses for olive oil, from treating ulcers to soothing muscle pains. Modern science would later uncover why, locked within its emerald depths, lay a molecular secret that could dance with human biology in extraordinary ways. Fast forward to a bustling New York City cardiology clinic in the late 20th century. Dr. Ansel Keys, his brow furrowed over puzzling data, noticed something extraordinary about post-war Mediterranean populations. Despite diets rich in fats, that four-letter word terrifying mid-century nutritionists, Cretan farmers showed remarkably low rates of heart disease. Their secret weapon? Olive oil, consumed not by the spoonful but by the cupful, drizzled over vegetables, beans, and coarse bread. This sparked the 7 countries study, unraveling a truth as old as the Parthenon: not all fats are created equal. The monounsaturated fatty acids, MUFAs, in olive oil, particularly oleic acid, were staging a quiet revolution inside human arteries. Let's follow one molecule on its journey. Imagine an oleic acid molecule, a long carbon chain with a characteristic kink, swirling in a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil coating a salad. As it enters the digestive system, it's broken down and absorbed, eventually hitchhiking on lipoprotein taxis through the bloodstream. Here's where the magic happens. While saturated fats from, say, a greasy burger instruct the liver to build more LDL, bad cholesterol taxis, oleic acid behaves like a wise traffic controller. It encourages the production of larger, fluffier LDL particles less likely to crash into arterial walls and form dangerous plaques. Simultaneously, it whispers to the liver to keep HDL, good cholesterol production humming, the street sweepers that clear excess cholesterol from blood vessels. But olive oil's genius lies in its symphony of compounds, not just a solo act. Polyphenol like oleocanthal, responsible for that peppery kick and quality EVOO, work as natural anti-inflammatories, calming the arterial irritation that sparks plaque formation. Tocopherols, vitamin E relatives, act as antioxidant bodyguards, neutralizing free radicals that would otherwise oxidize LDL particles into their most dangerous form. Even squalene, a lesser-known component, shows promise in modulating cholesterol synthesis. It's this entourage effect of fats, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory agents working in concert that makes olive oil more potent than any single supplement. The cholesterol story gets more intriguing when we observe real-world patterns. Take 65-year-old Maria, a grandmother in southern Italy, whose wooden salad bowl has seen more olive oil than most people's cars see gasoline. Her lipid profile baffled her American son-in-law, a cardiologist. Total cholesterol 220 milligrams per deciliter, technically high, but HDL soaring at 75 mg per deciliter and triglycerides a mere 85 mg per deciliter. The ratio told the true story. Her arteries were likely as clean as the Tyrrhenian Sea. Contrast this with a standard Western diet high in processed fats, LDL particles small and dense like BB pellets, HDL pathetically low, and inflammation markers through the roof. Olive oil doesn't just tweak cholesterol numbers, it reshapes the entire cardiovascular landscape. Yet nature's alchemy demands respect. Not all olive oils are equal. The term extra virgin isn't marketing fluff, it's a scientific designation requiring mechanical extraction below 27 degrees Celsius, acidity under 0.8%, and flawless sensory characteristics. Cheap imposters cut with refined oils or heated to extract more volume lose the delicate polyphenol crucial for health benefits. True EVOO should taste vibrant, grassy, peppery, sometimes with almond or artichoke notes, a far cry from the bland greasiness lining supermarket shelves. When researchers analyzed blood samples from people consuming high-phenolic olive oil versus refined versions, the differences were stark. Better LDL resistance to oxidation, improved endothelial function, and enhanced HDL efficiency in cholesterol removal. The plot thickens when we consider olive oil's allies. The Mediterranean diet's true power emerges when EVOO partners with fiber-rich vegetables. Soluble fiber acts like a sponge, binding to bile acids, made from cholesterol, and escorting them out of the body. The liver, needing to replenish bile, pulls more cholesterol from the bloodstream, a process supercharged by olive oil's MUFAs. It's a dietary tag team no statin can replicate. Even olive oil's caloric density, 120 calories per tablespoon, becomes a non-issue in satiety-rich Mediterranean meals where it's used to enhance vegetables and legumes rather than drown fries. Modern science continues uncovering olive oil's hidden depths. Recent studies suggest its fats may influence gene expression, upregulating genes that promote cholesterol efflux from cells while downregulating pro-inflammatory pathways. The Pradhan trial, a landmark Spanish study, found that a Mediterranean diet with EVOO reduced cardiovascular events by 30% compared to a low-fat diet. Imaging studies show actual plaque regression in some cases. Even cognitive benefits emerge. Older adults consuming more olive oil show less beta-amyloid accumulation, the hallmark of Alzheimer's, possibly due to improved blood flow and reduced brain inflammation. But perhaps olive oil's greatest lesson is about time. This isn't a quick fix but a lifelong dialogue between food and biology. Those ancient Cretans didn't gulp olive oil capsules, they made it the bedrock of every meal. The cholesterol benefits accrue like compound interest, subtle at first, transformative over decades. In our era of instant gratification, olive oil teaches patience. A drizzle a day keeps the cardiologist away. So next time you dip crusty bread into that verdant pool, remember, you're not just tasting a fruit's essence. You're sipping from a 6,000-year-old fountain of wisdom, where science and tradition swirl together in a golden emulsion. Your arteries, in silent gratitude, may just thank you with every beat.